Hello my people and welcome back to my YouTube page. Thanks for coming back to my page again as usual. Now, last time about 3 weeks ago, or let me say 4 weeks ago, I make a video about some of the countries in Europe with no application fees, okay? So today, let's talk about some 7 countries in Europe, or let me say 6 countries in Europe, which offer very high application fees, okay? There are so many other countries in Europe which offer application fees, but these are my top 7 or top 6 here. Now, I will keep on updating this list as time goes on, okay, because I haven't done my full research yet, so I'll keep on updating this list as time goes on, okay. And if you want to see more of such videos, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and leave a like in this video, okay, so that you get notified when the next video goes live. Now let's talk about the first country here. The first country here is Iceland, okay. Iceland has a very high application fees. I've always talked about this country in my videos. Iceland right now is calling open for admissions. So those who don't know yet, the country is calling open for admissions. And if you want to go for Iceland, especially the University of Iceland, it's currently free right now. Okay, this school does not charge you any money for tuition fees. However, this school asks for application fees, and this application fees is very expensive. Okay? The application fees for schools in Iceland, or let me say for the University of Iceland, is currently right now 135 euros right now. Okay, so convert this money in a local currency and it will give you the exact amount. Last time I talked about why this money is so high. In the previous years, the application fees into this school wasn't this high, okay, but recently they have been adding this amount, they have been adding all this amount, and I think the main reason why they're doing this is because they're trying to limit the level at which students are coming into the country. Okay, not only in Iceland, across Europe, even in Denmark, in so many other countries. We have Belgium also, which they know that we prevent students from coming into the country. However, not all schools in Iceland will ask you to pay this amount for application fees, okay? Some schools will ask you to pay about 50 euros for application fees. So please take all this into consideration. The next country I have here is Denmark. Also, Denmark asks for application fees. Yes, for those who don't know, Denmark asks for application fees. And if you are going into the University of Copenhagen, this school will ask you to pay about 150 euros. Sorry, about 150 euros for application fees, okay? This money is way above that of Iceland. However, not all schools, again, not all schools in Denmark will ask you to pay this amount. Most schools in Denmark will ask you to pay an application fee of about 100 euros, okay? Like the University of Aarhus. I've talked about this school in my previous video. Please go there and watch that video if you haven't done so, okay? So please take all this into consideration. And the next country I have here is Sweden. Sweden has a central system, like in France. France has a Campus France, okay? While in Sweden, we have the Swedish National Portal, okay? And you can apply for schools using the official website, which is universityadmissions.se. Now, for application fees, they will charge you about 80 euros to 90 euros per semester, okay, per semester, before they can even process your application. So please take all this into consideration. So it is not like the other countries where they'll charge you this amount just once. No, in Sweden they'll charge you this amount multiple times. So please take all this into consideration. Also, Germany asks for application fees, especially if you're using the Uni Assist system, okay. Therefore, just expect to pay something around 75 euros, yes, to process our documents. So please take all this into consideration. Now, there's one school in Belgium which I applied to, okay, last year. For those who have been watching my videos before, you already know this, which is the Ghent University of Applied Sciences in Belgium. Now, when I applied to this school, not last year, 2024, I paid about 150 euros for application fees because I dropped my application on 2 years ago, 2024, and last year, 2025, I began doing to arrange my files and to drop my visa application, okay? So, for those who are considering going for Ghent University of Applied Sciences, it's called Ghent, or it's called Hog School. So you can call it anyhow you want to call it, okay? But I call it Ghent. So it's called Ghent. So if you are going into this school in Belgium, note that you have to pay about 150 euros for application fees, okay? That's what I paid 2 years ago, 2024. And I don't think that this amount has changed, because from what someone told me 2 days ago, this person said that he paid also this same amount into this school, okay? So please take all this into consideration. However, there are other schools in Belgium which will ask you to pay an application fees, okay? I haven't yet checked some of the schools and their base amounts, but I will do so in the coming days ahead. So please, if you want to watch that video when it goes live, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you'll be the first to get notified when that video goes live. Okay, thank you very much as you do so. Now, in France, France doesn't charge you for application fees. No, France will charge you, but this name is not called the application fees. Okay, they have called this name differently. In France, as earlier said, France has a central system of admission. Okay, which is called the Campus France. So no matter what you do, the document must still pass through the Campus France before you can even apply for your visa into France. Okay, so without going through the Campus France, I'm sorry, you can't even apply for your visa into France. So even though there's a possibility where you can apply to schools individually in France, however, you will still go through the Campus France, so you can't escape this. Now, for those who want to go to France, know that you'll be expected to pay something called the validation fees. Okay, and this is about 80 to 170 euros. Okay, so this amount is not called the application fees, it is called the validation fees. Okay, that is why I've included France in this list, because this amount is very high as compared to most countries in Europe. So please take note of all this. Also in Austria, most schools in Austria won't also ask you for most public schools rather in Austria won't ask you for application fees into Austria. However, if you are thinking of going into, let me say, applied sciences universities, or let me say private schools in Austria, know that you have to pay some money. Okay, so expect to pay around 150 euros to 150 euros for application fees. Okay, but if you are going into public schools in Austria, then you won't be asked to pay an application fees. Okay, now also consider countries like Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, and Romania. These four countries were asked to pay about 100 euros for application fees. Okay, so please take all this into consideration. There are so many other countries which I haven't talked about in this video, so many other countries, but as Ella said, I will keep on giving you guys more updates as time goes on. Okay, because to actually do this research and come out with these prices, with these exact figures, it is quite difficult. So I'm taking my time here to do the research and to give you guys the most accurate information as possible, even though most of the times some informations might not be accurate. That's why I always advise you guys to always do your own research. Okay, if you watch my videos, make sure to go back and do your own research, so that if there's something which I've said which is not correct, or let me say which is inaccurate, you guys will now get the right information from the school directly, or from the university directly, or from the country directly. Okay, that'll be all for now, and thanks for watching again. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my page for more videos. See you guys in my next upload.